Hi there, today on It Is a Keeper, I'm showing you how to make grilled steak kebabs. I want to thank Northeast Beef Promotion Initiative and the PA Beef Council for sponsoring this video. We've partnered to bring you easy and delicious grilled beef recipes each week this month, and we have some amazing giveaways for you. We are giving away free digital meat thermometers while supplies last, so make sure you sign up and grab our free summer grilling cheat sheet. There's a link below. And there's more. We're also giving away a grill to one lucky winner, and you can find out how to enter our giveaway in the link below. Pretty cool, huh? Now, back to the recipe. These kebabs are one of my favorite summer meals because the entire meal is made at once. Tender marinated sirloin steak with potatoes and all sorts of veggies, skewered and grilled to perfection. The flavor from the marinade is insanely delicious. Once you try this recipe, you'll be grilling them up all summer long. Now make sure you click on the red subscribe button below so you are notified when I share new recipes. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do to get our grilled steak kebabs going is we need to make a super flavorful marinade. And I'm doing this first because we need the meat to hang out in the marinade for as long as possible. So this is a very simple but very flavorful marinade, and it starts with some Worcestershire sauce. So I just have about a quarter cup here. Pour that into the bowl. And then we're going to add some soy sauce. And you can see how all these umami flavors are really coming together. And this is going to be the salt for our marinade as well. The soy sauce and the Worcestershire sauce have enough salt in it to really season our meat well. Now to this, I'm going to add some olive oil. And we have a little bit of Dijon mustard. Just get that in there. And we're also going to add some brown sugar. Not only does this add a little bit of sweetness and really round out the flavors, but it will also help caramelize everything on the grill as those sugars start to cook down. Next, we are going to add the juice of a lemon. So just have a regular lemon here. And I'm going to juice it over my hands and use my hands like a strainer to catch any seeds. So you really see how the balance of flavors, we have salty, we have sweet, we have a little bit of sour from the lemon. Okay, so we have our lemon juice in there, just a couple more quick things to add flavor. I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried rosemary and a teaspoon of dried parsley. And the last thing, the flavor bomb, garlic. I'm gonna add a couple cloves. Calls for 2, but this one was kind of small, so I'm using 3. Now we want to get as much of the natural oils released from this garlic as possible, since that's where the flavor is coming from. I have a great tutorial on how to properly mince garlic from my good friend Chef Patrick. I'm going to use the blade of my knife to press out some of the oils from the garlic and just get everything released. So we will put this right into our marinade. Let's get that all stirred up. And you can see how beautiful it is with the green and from the herbs and the garlic. We just want to make sure that Dijon and the sugar is completely dissolved and mixed in. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to reserve about a quarter cup of this marinade. So I'm just going to go in, take a scoop here, put it in this bowl, set it aside. I have here a zip top bag, and I have it in this nifty little holder. I just love this thing for holding bags open so they don't close on you while you're pouring stuff in there. So we'll get that all transferred in. So next up we need, I'm gonna put this aside, we need to add our steak. So I have some sirloin steaks here. They look beautiful. There's a little bit of marbling in there, which is perfect. You want that because fat equals flavor when it comes to beef. So we are going to cut these up into 1-inch cubes. The key is to make sure everything is the same size, because when you go to grill it, they'll cook at the same rate if they're the same size. And we're gonna get those into our bag of marinade. If you have any bigger pieces of fat on your steaks, you could always just chop those off. Okay, last piece of steak here. I used about 4 little sirloin steaks. What's great about this recipe is you could easily double it. And if you're going to be making this before going to work, make the marinade up the night before, keep it in the fridge, and then before you go to work, put it over the meat and let the meat marinate while you're at work. It's the perfect recipe for that. So we have our meat in our bag. I'm just going to take it off of my bag holder, bring everything together, just press all the air out, and then just really smush it around, technical cooking term, smush, so that everything is covered. Perfect. So we're just going to let this hang out in the refrigerator until we're ready to use it, and we will get started on the veggies. Okay, so we have our veggies all together for our kebabs. I have here some baby Yukon Gold potatoes, and I don't know if you noticed before, but I had them steaming in a pot of boiling water behind me. So I just kind of got those ready. Again, you could totally do this ahead of time. It's a great work ahead step to save you some time with dinner prep. So to our potatoes, we are going to add about half of this, or 2 tablespoons of this marinade. I'm going to give them a toss so that everything gets coated. Okay, and we're just going to let those hang out, and we'll work on the rest of our vegetables. Here I just have some white mushrooms that I've sliced in half. They're ready to go. And then I have some bell peppers and a red onion. So we're going to start by cutting up our peppers. So I'm going to just cut down the sides here of my bell pepper right around the ribs. And again, just like our pieces of meat, we want to cut these into chunks that are about the same size as our beef. So about 1-inch pieces. All right, we'll put those in the bowl. And we will move on to the green pepper. Now you can use any color you like. I'm using red and green because it just looks so pretty, but you could do whatever you want. I know the green peppers are more affordable in the grocery store, so by all means, feel free to go that route. If you don't like bell peppers or you want to kick up the heat factor a little bit, try other ones. It's entirely up to you. Wow, I could really smell the marinade on these warm potatoes. It's just perking it right up. It smells so good. Next up, we have a red onion. So I just took the skin off of it, and pepper seeds are everywhere. And we're going to cut this into some pretty large chunks as well. So first thing, I'll slice in half, and then I'll quarter it and cut each half into fourths, and then cut some pretty big chunks. I think I can get 2 cuts across here. I'm gonna put our onions in here. Okay, so we have our potatoes done. They're soaking up the juice here. We have our mushrooms sliced, and we have our peppers and onions ready to go. I'm just going to clean up a little bit here and get my beef out of the refrigerator, and then I'll show you how we assemble these skewers and get them grilled up. Okay, so we have our meat, which has been marinating a little over an hour now, so it's pretty good, got some flavor there. The longer it goes, the better it gets. Like I said, 1 to 6 hours, perfect for this. So we're gonna get that open. This is a messy job. Your fingers will be messy. Okay, so I like to use longer skewers for this. I have longer ones and shorter ones, so depending on the size will depend how much steak and veggies you can fit on each one. But I like to start with a mushroom, and then I just alternate different veggies. So I've got some pepper, some red onion, then we'll put a piece of steak on there, and another pepper, and some onion. Creative freedom. If you're a little crazy like me, you could go all in the same order because it would drive me nuts if I didn't, and just go with whatever you happen to pick out of the bowl. These are your kebabs, but just look how pretty these are. I can't wait to eat them. Okay, so we have our kebabs all skewered up. I do have some extra meat there. I'm going to just skewer that up or even just cook it on the grill. Now, normally I would use my outdoor grill, but today I'm just doing it right here in a grill pan. So you can either cook it up on your outdoor grill, do it in a grill pan. You can even do these in the oven. I would just place them on a rimmed baking sheet set with a wire rack on it so the air can get all the way around it, and then just continually turn them in your oven. So we've got these in the grill pan today. Now we're going to take our reserved marinade and just brush them all over those vegetables. Make sure the mushrooms, the peppers, the onions, the potatoes already got a little soak in that. They got to take a swim in those before. But we want to make sure everything else gets coated. And we're going to do that again when we flip them. So I'm just going to keep working these here, and I'll show you what they look like as soon as they're done. Thanks for watching. You can get the printable recipe in the video description below. Don't forget to sign up to grab our free summer grilling cheat sheet and enter to win our contest for the grill giveaway. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss a single thing, and check out the rest of my videos where you can find more of my favorite easy recipes and quick tips. I'll see you next time. Bye!